Hi everyone, I'm Joette from the Bowdabra Design Team here with Callie. She's making a bow for the first time. We're going to play Follow the Leader and make a multi-use bow, but today we're using it for a harness bow for Fauna. We're at a Petco adoption event and we'd like to try to dress Fauna up for her pictures to see if we can get her adopted. We started out with a length of Bowdabra Bow Wire, folded it in half, and placed it down in our Bowdabras. Then we wanted to make sure the ends were tucked in underneath the Bowdabra and out of our way. Then we took about a 10-inch sheet of Scrunchy ribbon. We found the center and scrunched it down in the Bowdabra, making our Scrunchy bow, but it also made it shaped like a bow tie the way we placed it down in there. We made sure it laid flat. As you can see, I'm showing Callie how to make hers flat. And then we took our tails that we pre-cut and dovetailed, but we're making a funky bow. But in the meantime, since we're using these for puppy dogs, we wanted to make sure we pulled the wire completely out of our wired ribbon, but you could leave it in if it's for another type of bow. But in this case, since it's for a puppy dog bow, we went ahead and took safety precautions. Once the wires were removed, we twisted to get our pretty side up for our tail, and we placed it down in our Bowdabra. And then we went to the other side and we pulled it across as a loop, keeping the pretty side turned over to the top. And then you have an opportunity to straighten it up once you place it down in the Bowdabra and make sure your loop's the size that you want it and the tails are even. A good way to check on this is to place the Bowdabra bow wand down in the Bowdabra, scrunch it, and then you can also adjust it and it holds it in place. Next, we went to the opposite side and repeated the same exact process. Give it a twist, place that tail where the loop is, and then give it a fold so the pretty side's up, and then place the end of that tail down in the Bowdabra. Callie accidentally put her tails on the same side, but we got it straightened out very quickly. Since we can do that, you can make mistakes when it's down in the Bowdabra because it holds it and you can easily fix that. Once we got our two loops in, we went ahead and gave everything a good scrunch with our wand, and we wanted to make sure we had everything straightened out and even. Again, this is Callie's very first bow. She's done amazing already, and she's learning as she goes. She did not practice this before we started. You could leave the bow complete right now, but we wanted to add a little festivities to it since this is for photos. So we added some sparkly garland. And this time we made the traditional style bow. We made one loop on each side with this festive garland. We inserted the garland, giving it a 1-inch overhang on one side, folded it over, made a loop, repeated it, and then ended it with a 1-inch overhang. Now it's time to tie our bows up. We pulled the Bowdabra bow wire out from underneath the Bowdabras. We found the loose ends and we threaded them through the looped end, held down on our bows, pulled tight, and then we removed them from the Bowdabras. Then we pulled those wires separately, flipped them over to the back side of the bow, and then we tied them into a tight knot. That's all there is to it. Now this bow is almost complete, and you're going to see Callie finish her bow just as fast as I can, and this is, again, her very first time. All that's left now is just a little bit of fluffing and shaping and to get it tied on to our puppy dogs. So adorable. So now we have these beautiful bows, and we're going to go take pictures and try to get some dogs adopted and just make some memories for some people that are coming up here for today. Thank you, Callie Joe. I hope you had fun helping me. And just look how adorable Fauna looks with her new harness bow. Hope she gets adopted soon, and thanks for watching.